Jasper was performing a knife-throwing act on the street when he accidentally stepped on a banana peel. The knife flew off course, it grazed a wooden block, then pierced a meat pie and shot toward the back of Charlotte's head. Charlotte sensed the danger and flipped back to dodge it. The knife flew past the raised hindquarters of a steed and slammed into a steel gate. Charlotte had barely caught her breath when the panicked horse charged and toppled a huge stock of wine. Tons of liquor flooded the street. At that critical moment, a red-hot piece of iron was flung from the blacksmith's workshop and fell directly into the alcohol. Flames erupted. She turned around and saw her fiancé Julian arrive just in time. What seemed like an accident was no coincidence. It all traced back to a bizarre massacre. Days earlier, a prominent family in town was wiped out. Charlotte was the local constable. She rushed to the scene with her team. The killer struck fast and clean. It didn't match what the weak family head Elliot could have done. While everyone was puzzled, an officer reported a discovery by the pawn. Charlotte went there and found a piece of red cloth and 3 copper coins. Realizing something was off, she sought help from Julian. Julian was skilled in divination. He quickly sensed a mind-altering illusion at the crime scene. At Charlotte's request, he broke the spell and rescued the victims, but this drew the wrath of a hidden enemy. The attacker didn't target Julian. They went after Elliot's bloodline and tried to wipe it out completely. Charlotte led a team back to Elliot's house to investigate. As soon as they stepped inside, a dense fog engulfed the room and scattered everyone. In the chaos, Charlotte was surrounded by Elliot's kin and eventually buried under a pile of rubble. Julian arrived and dug her out with great effort. He used divination and found her soul was already gone. A person without a soul faces grave danger. To save her, Julian used a forbidden ritual to share half of his own soul with her. They set out together to face the mastermind. But the enemy, Henry, had already laid out countless traps. Relying on their deep connection, the two navigated through a series of illusions and finally reached Henry himself. Henry had been practicing forbidden dark magic, and Julian's interference had ruined his plans. He attacked with full force and killed them both. However, Charlotte and Julian awakened in another realm. They realized everything they had endured was part of a divine test designed to guide them toward immortality. After surviving all the trials, they finally began their true journey of cultivation. This amazing movie is called Magic Town. If you've watched it, share your thoughts.